Good morning children, myself Ms. Surbhi Sharma from Shivjyoti Educational Group. I hope you all are doing well. Please take precautions, stay safe. So today we are going to start with Civics chapter 3, that is how the state government works. Now what do you all understand by the state government? Our Rajasthan government, like basically our government has been divided into three parts, that is national, state and local government. So today we are going to cover these four topics and further topics we are going to cover in part 2. So what are we are going to cover today? Our government, state government, who is an MLA and how MLAs become minister. So in this video we are going to cover the different levels of government, how the state government works, okay, and who is an MLA and how is the MLA appointed and how MLAs become different ministers. Like ministers, we are having education ministers, agriculture minister, different ministers we are having. So how those MLAs become ministers. Further moving, our government, I have already told you our government has been divided into three levels, that is national, state and local. Government works at three levels, national, state and local. So national, that is central government, takes all the decisions which are to be followed by state and local government, but some laws are there, like some rules and regulations are there which state government can follow on their behalf only, like they are not having any foundation that they have to ask each and every action from national government. Okay, so basically national, state and local government. So further moving to the next slide, that is state government. Now what is state government? I have already told you, like different states are having different governments. Like Rajasthan is having its own government. In states, it is the MLA who represents the people. The MLAs enter the assembly and form the government. Now who is this MLA? This MLA is the person who is elected by us. Okay, normal people like us, we elect our MLA. Different people stand for the elections from different constituencies, and the number of votes who got, the people who will get the maximum number of votes will be elected as an MLA. Further moving, who is an MLA? Now who is an MLA? From who appoint the MLA? Let us read it. Members of the Legislative Assembly are elected by the people, then they become members of Legislative Assembly and also form the government. These MLAs belong to different political parties. So who will elect these MLAs? These MLAs are elected by us. Okay, and the people who are elected by us forms the government. Okay, they becomes a member of the Legislative Assembly, and these MLAs belong to different political parties. Okay, they can be from BJP, they can be from Congress or any other party. Every state in India has a Legislative Assembly, that means its own Legislative Assembly where they all can gather and decides the various actions to be taken. Each state is divided into different areas or constituencies, like our Rajasthan is having 200 constituencies, and from each constituencies different peoples are elected for the member of the Legislative Assembly. From each constituency the people elect one representative who then becomes a member of the Legislative Assembly. Now from each constituency people elect one representative, that means 2 or 3 people stands for the election from different parties, but the people who will get the maximum vote from us will be declared as an MLA from that particular constituency. Further, you can see this example of Himachal Pradesh. Total 68, that means 68 is the number of MLAs elected, that means 68 constituencies were there in Himachal Pradesh. How many constituencies were there in Himachal Pradesh? Total 68 constituencies were there. So from those 68 constituencies, 68 seats, 44 seats were won by BJP, 21 seats were won by INC, 1 from Communist Party and 2 from Independents. Okay, so basically different parties won from different constituencies, but the maximum vote was won by BJP. So BJP will be the ruling party and other parties will be the opposition party. Whosoever won the elections, they all are having the right to be there in the legislative assembly, to sit in the legislative assembly and take part in the decision making. Further moving, how do people who are MLA become ministers or chief ministers? Okay, now MLAs are elected by us, okay, but those MLAs are also elected as in different ministers, okay, like education minister, agriculture minister, transport minister, like different ministers, these MLAs will be made, but by whom these MLAs will be made? Different ministers, like the responsibility of agriculture minister will be given to whom, the responsibility of transport minister will be given to whom. So all these things is decided by whom? A political party whose MLAs have won more than half the number of constituencies in a state is said to be in a majority. The political party that has the majority is called the ruling party and all other members are called the opposition, as we have declared in this slide. The majority is BJP, so BJP will be the ruling party and all other parties will be the opposition party. Political party, ruling party is there and opposition party, but these all the people, whether from ruling party or opposition party, has the right to sit in the legislative assembly and participate in the decision making. After the elections, the MLAs belonging to the ruling party will elect their leader who becomes the chief minister. Now MLAs are elected by us, now those MLAs will choose their chief minister. The chief minister and other ministers have the responsibility of running various government departments or ministers. Okay, so you can understand MLAs are elected by us, then those MLAs choose their own chief minister, then this chief minister decides like to whom the ministers, different ministry, like different departments will be given, like education department will be given to which MLA, agriculture department will be given to which MLA. So all these things are decided by the chief minister. But when does chief minister will get these rights to decide the ministries? When the governor will sign on the papers that chief minister can put his decisions into action. Till the time the governor will not sign those papers, chief minister cannot perform his actions. So I hope all these things are clear. Who is the ruling party, who is the opposition party, who is chief minister, who is MLA. Okay, let me tell you once again in short, MLAs are elected by us. Okay, from different constituencies, different people take participate in the elections. So the people who will get the maximum vote will be elected as an MLA. These MLAs will elect their chief minister, then chief minister will decide to which MLA the different ministries, different departments will be given. So this is it. I hope all these are clear. Thank you.